Hello and welcome to a new channel. It is time to launch a new channel. Here it is. And here it is as well. We have the new channel, which is Human Buddy. It is a new animation channel with a similar format to our previous ones, similar characters in terms of just like the similar approach to YouTube, but obviously has different characters. And it's doing really well. So I want to share some information about how we did it, how the launch process went, what you can maybe learn about that for your own launch process, and just generally talk about the opportunity and the goals, basically. So let's get into it. So firstly, how did we launch this channel and how has it now got 50,000 subscribers in literally 3 or 4 days? Well, I'm going to share some information about that. So firstly, what we did is we made 4 or 5 videos. We launched them onto a new YouTube channel. We did not share anything about the channel, and I'm going to show you what that looked like. So if I just go to the date range, which was about a month ago, then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is what it looked like. We basically had these launch. This was no promotion whatsoever from any other brands, but the channel managed to get 1,000 subscribers within a month. Now, not fantastic, but it was pretty good. So we did that. That's the first thing. Second thing, after we did that, we kind of like thought about how we wanted to change the content. We didn't really look at the retention graph to figure that out, but we kind of like thought about it. We talked to some YouTube friends, linked the videos, and then we thought, okay, we can change the format slightly here. We can improve it, we can tweak it, we can enhance it. And we did that. So that's what happened. We kind of maybe improved it by like 5-10%, I'd say. The main change was that originally this channel had like the doctor character, who was like the one who's controlling things, as a mouse cursor on the screen. But then we changed it to a hand, because a hand is more personal, a hand is more connected to the body, obviously. It is also more connected to kind of what feels like a human as opposed to a screen. Because a mouse cursor reminds me, or reminds the viewer of, I am watching this on a screen. So that is kind of psychologically, that is not, I am experiencing this brand, I'm not experiencing this world if I am still feeling it's on a screen. But if I'm fully immersed, if I feel the brand, if I feel the environment, then I am more than that. And that is how we want to be. We want to make our brands, it doesn't feel like you're watching a screen, it feels like you're kind of in the world. And that requires avoiding these small elements like a mouse cursor, which kind of implies you're still on a screen. All right, so after we did that, we got the feedback, we then tweaked the content, and then what we did is we decided to promote it with our channel, Solar Balls. And the reason for that is this is a science-based channel, and Human Buddy is also a science-based channel. So this was kind of like a mix. Me and my co-founder, Alvaro, we kind of like had some slight differences of opinion in how to do this. The reason for that is I was concerned that Solar Balls would be too unrelated to this audience because it's different niche, it's not space, it is human biology. Alvaro thought that because they are similar brands, we could take a kind of approach similar to what MatPat with Game Theorists did. So they have film theorists, they have style theorists, they have game theorists, and they essentially cross-promote these every single time they launch a new channel, and they thought that was appropriate, and they do that and they succeed with it. So Alvaro thought that was the best approach, and I was unsure, but I decided the worst that happens is we have to just repost the channel, so it's not a big issue. So we decided to do that. What we did is we deleted all the videos on the same channel. We had 1,000 subscribers on a blank channel, and then we made a video on Solar Balls, which was kind of like half a Human Buddy video, half a Solar Balls video, and kind of like mixed it together. You'll be able to see that. I'll put it in the comments below. And this video was a cross promotion. It was like bringing the Human Buddy brand to the Solar Balls channel, and then people who were interested could click through and watch actual Human Buddy videos. So we launched 3 videos in one day, and that was the first thing we did. And the reason for that is, as you can expect, is to get a binge session starting. So we do not start channels with like long videos, and the reason for that is it's hard to know what the right content strategy, video ideas are. So we do it with short videos because animation is expensive and we have to do that thoughtfully. So short videos to launch a channel, but we have multiple videos, and we try and get viewers to watch multiple videos in that session because that helps YouTube's algorithm and interest. Now, here's an interesting technique we used this time, didn't use last time. We launched using a playlist. So we essentially linked viewers, instead of linking them from Solar Balls to Human Buddy in terms of just like a normal one video, we launched by linking in the end card, we linked a playlist. So the playlist was going through all the Human Buddy videos. And I'm not a data nerd, so I haven't really looked through and checked if it's actually helped, but I'm pretty sure it has helped because playlists naturally mean that people stay within one channel in terms of the opportunity, instead of like scrolling and then going into a different suggested video and then changing channel. So I think it's a good idea. If you're launching a new channel, make a playlist of all the videos and then link them to a specific video you want to, but do it within the context of the playlist. I think it works nicely. So we launched and we got 25,000 subscribers in one day because of that launch. It went very well. We got about 100,000 views for 3 videos in that particular period. And yeah, then we launched another video. I think it was the 4th video was sometime later that day. And then after that, we did a new video 4 days later, which was no promotion. That was just purely post it, and the 30,000 subscribers will be able to hopefully see it if YouTube promotes it. Now that went really, really well. I'm going to show you that briefly. This was launched literally 2 days ago, and you see here it was. So it got 19,000 views in the first hour, 14,000 in the second hour. So basically in 2 hours, it managed to get more views than our total subscriber count on the channel. That is really, really good. And what's even more impressive is that this is 74% of views from browse, as we see here. So clearly we were getting all of the people who subscribed, they clicked through browse, plus a lot more because we have 142,000 views. Really interesting, right? So that's it. We basically managed to do that, and then it gradually obviously tailed off, but generally it's done really, really well. So as you can see, we managed to make a channel which was appealing, but also got the browse views that we wanted, because the only way YouTube's going to be interested in the channel is if we can re-engage with those viewers and we can actually get browse views from that audience. Now, so we're at a stage where we've got views, and this is really useful because every single video we know we're going to get some kind of views. If the video is not great, we're going to get less views. If it's great, we're going to get more views. But now we have the opportunity, because we have an established viewer base, you have the opportunity to do some videos in this particular format. So for example, one idea I have is, what if your heart beats to the rhythm of music? So it's a weird idea, it's a fun idea, it's a what if idea, but it actually could work really nicely as like a fun, playful, imaginative video. Compared to a different video idea, which is, okay, maybe we'll make a video like we already have, which is what happens when you fall out of a plane, don't have a parachute, and you hit the ground. What happens? So that's already a video we've done. It's not a what if video, it is more like a this is just what happens video. So it's very interesting how that actually changes things. And yeah, it's fun to do that thinking. So we're gonna now use the opportunity of having views to play around, see what format is best, and trust the views as the indicator of what is best. CTR is obviously important, but it is not the metric. The metric is views, so we focus on the views. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that is going to be interesting to see how that develops. And the last point is we've already launched, once again, the Russian channel along with the English channel. And the Russian team are awesome, as I've already mentioned. And yeah, they're essentially launched the channel as well. So what's interesting here is we're able to use that data they've got, at least in some respects, to just roughly see, okay, so this video idea did well on the English channel. Now, if it also did well on the Russian channel, that is probably a better sign that this general video idea, content bucket, as Derek Leaves calls it, is like a group of video ideas within a particular value proposition or a particular angle towards the niche. If the same video on 2 channels succeeded, that gives us more data in terms of confidence that this is a video which is in a bucket, and that bucket is probably a good bucket to use. So what I'm saying is, if you make multiple language channels, you can kind of do the equivalent of, instead of making multiple videos in one content bucket, which is obviously useful, you can also make one video across different languages, and it will still also give you an indicator of like which is universally interesting across different languages, what is universally interesting to different human psychology. So I think that's really, really powerful, is in animation where it's expensive to make videos, it's kind of useful to replace that time with a language channel, which actually is less expensive to do than an entire new animation video. So that's a lesson there. So if we look at the Russian channel, just briefly, I'll show you that now. So as you can see, the Russian channel, it has more views. It has around 250,000 views on some of these videos, and our English channel has less views. Why is that? Mainly because Russian doesn't have as many interesting videos to watch, therefore these videos get promoted more. So that's kind of the reason. Nothing much more to say in that, but as I said, it is useful to see which videos did better, which videos did worse. As we can see, the parachute video, which actually, interestingly, that did the best when we first launched the channel without any promotion, is actually doing least well now that it's actually grown. So that's really interesting. And we also see that the English space video did well, definitely, and it's done actually the best. Why is that? Well, that's because it's a Solar Balls audience, so obviously they like space. That's probably why that happened. But what is interesting is this latest video. It's our body when it's cold. And as you can see, that's not a video which is particularly interesting in terms of the, it's not very special in terms of the title and thumbnail, but clearly it's interesting to viewers. One reason why, maybe, is because there's two types of videos we can make. One is about viewers and their own body, so our body when it's cold, as this video is saying. Or we can make videos about what if a human body goes into space? It's like a different body, not my body, but a different body, like different kind of bucket of content. So we're going to be testing that to see what happens. And otherwise, that is it. So we are really excited for this channel. It is really interesting to see how it progresses. And I'll keep you updated with some takeaways as we go. That is it. So if you're interested in joining me on building channels which are educational, they're interesting, they're fun to work on, then you are more than welcome to contact me on Twitter or email, and we can discuss if there is an opportunity. We're looking for directors, channel directors, consistently, animators, editors, content strategists, so be in touch. Anyway, that is it. Leave any comments as well if you have them. I will reply to them, and we will chat soon. Ciao.